everybody. So today we are out here in Reno investigating for a really sweet family that is having a variety of different types of paranormal activity. They need some answers, they need some clarity, and they just need some control. We don't know a whole lot about the case yet. It's exactly how I like it. What we do know is that at least one of the occupants, and if possibly her child also, they both have issues with being gifted, and here is readings. And it's when air pressure changes.
Wow, already.
Can you dead people hold on a minute? They're anxious to get going, and we'll give them their due. Part of my sense, because it's still doing readings, we won't worry about it. But what we've got going on here is we're in an area where there's a lot of homes close together, and so we are wondering too if there's a little bit of influx from neighboring homes, which I feel is possibly a deal. And I also feel that I don't know if it's quite a portal per se, but I feel like there's some sort of energetic, sort of like cheesecloth, like stuff is flowing through a little bit easier than it should into the space. And I also am concerned that possibly one of our clients may just be literally drawing in, not on purpose, but drawing in energy because of their lighthouse ability. And it just, you smudge one dead person out and you get 5 new ones because now they're like, oh, hey, you can help me, and it's like a revolving door. It feels like a hotel, like, one of those little revolving doors. I'm done now, I'm leaving, and then somebody else walks in. So maintenance is going to be very key in a place like this. But I also feel that just balance needs to be restored. There seems to be an imbalance where there are more dead people in the space right now than there are living people. And I'd really like to do something about that. But it's just like, some of these spirits just really need help is what I'm feeling. I'm almost feeling the sensation that they just need help. They want help. But there's something that feels like it hovers when somebody sleeps. I feel something too close to me. I feel a little bit watched by something in the space. So I'd really like to get to the bottom of everything that's happening in their home, including something I just saw as a sort of a vision of the sort of look like lightning bolts coming up from the floor and then like shooting off and branching off into the ceiling and then coming back down. And I don't know why I saw that. I don't know what that represents yet. Often I see things when I do like a cold read of a space or of a person, I'll see random imagery. I will see things that look like flashcards, or it's like playing Pictionary with the other side. And so I keep seeing these random little splotches of things that are almost so rapid fire that I'm going to have to slow them down. I'm going to have to step back a little bit and work through this energy layer by layer, because it feels like a layer cake in this space. All these different things happening at once. There is this older woman that's probably, I would say, somewhere retirement age or later. And she was kind of whining about being chilly, and she was like something with a sweater or a blanket or something. And she's kind of pissing and moaning about something. I don't feel like she's threatening, but she's a little not obnoxious, but like a little pushy about things. And she's almost like she feels like she knows where things are supposed to go and how things are supposed to be. And so I'm curious to see if she'll speak anymore. I also feel that there's some younger spirits here that are wandering around, and I don't know what their role in things are, where they came from. There's this little boy that keeps like wanting to tug on me and speak to me. So I guess we'll just see what happens. We'll try to get some resolution for these wonderful clients, walk through this space, and get to the bottom of things.
Absolutely.
And with that, enjoy the fishing. Here are our beautiful clients.
Hi, I'm Jim Stever.
And I'm Lila Stever.
Well, thanks for having us to your home today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming
in.
Yeah.
We can find some
Already feeling. I think we're both feeling some stuff
all of a
already
sudden I'm
for
getting
sure.
like an electrical charge too. It feels like electrical cobwebs.
We definitely know that there's some stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're fascinated to find out what we feel.
So, actually, it's kind of funny because I told Jim before you said it feels like you get rid of one person and 5 more come in. I really told him right before you conducted this that I felt like there was 5 people standing behind me when you and I were talking.
Wow.
Yeah.
I said, but I'm not going to say anything yet because I just...
Well, I felt them too. So you're not
very, very
imagining
odd.
it.
No,
I
for
actually
sure.
have seen an older woman in our house, and we've had multiple people see this older woman. And
That
she
knew
was
nothing about her, by the way.
in,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And she speaks.
She was between the ages, I want to say, between 60 and 80. I know that's a huge gap.
No, that's
I'm gonna go
exactly
70 to 80.
That's exactly what I was feeling
She had a
like.
robe on.
Oh, okay.
So,
So she's trying to get warm and cozy.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm cold, and she was like, put it in. Like,
And
she was
and
getting all
I told
smuggly.
Jim she just wants help.
Yeah, she
I
does.
think so too.
But she's
She also wants to just help you too. It's like
Gets
it's
in.
weird.
Is she stuck?
gets in our MySpace quite a bit.
I feel like
But she's wandering. She's just like wandering
Yeah.
back and forth, teetering.
exactly. Like she's like getting into things and like tinkering around and like messing with stuff, and
Yeah.
it's almost like she feels like she belongs here in a weird way. But I don't know why she feels that way.
She was actually seen by one of our friends that knew nothing in the bedroom, and she walked through the bed.
Oh, that's nice.
And then she was also seen by another one of our friends who knew nothing, and she was standing by the bed, turned around and said, "Hey there," and then walked in our bathroom.
Well, I would love to document her, so I hope that
Absolutely.
she's willing to communicate, because we just want to get her help too.
White hair and a blue robe. All 3 people said the same
Okay.
thing. Lila told me about her years before they had seen her.
Wow.
She seems like a nice gal, but it's
Yeah.
almost like she's trying to like tend to you in a way, but it's also like she just kind of is a little confused. I almost feel like she might have had a little bit of a issue at the end of her life where she couldn't focus or concentrate or think quite clearly, because I don't know why she just gets stuck in this like loop.
Well, the other thing I thought about when you said that she was tinkering with stuff, it made me think of his mom, actually, but that's not who I've seen in this house.
Okay.
But,
Well, I'm feeling multiple spirits, so I could be layering and picking up on multiple, which is why I'd like to pull them all apart.
She's seen
And-
my mother on more than one occasion.
Okay. Well,
which
maybe
is very rare because I normally don't see
yeah.
family members. Like I don't see any of mine.
It's hard. Yeah, you usually can't read for yourself.
Right.
That's one
Right.
of those universal rules. You can't.
Right. I
read
wish
your
I
own-
could, but
Yeah, it would be fun. What I'll try to do is just pick them all apart, because there's a multitude of spirits that are just roving around here, and they're really drawn to you. And we've got to get them to understand that while you are a beacon of light, it's not a free pass to your house or to your space. I keep feeling like somebody's getting woken up at night. I feel like there's like an insomnia issue with somebody in the house. Do either of you have any sleeping trouble, or your child a little bit, or?
oh god,
I do.
I do as well. And so
At
does
about,
Anna.
on average, usually
Okay.
about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I can't go back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like something's like accidentally startling you guys awake, and you may not even like put the dots together that that's something, but it's like somebody's looking over you and like nudging, and then you pop awake, and then they're gone.
Well,
Is
and
what I feel.
Ava recently, that's her daughter, she recently had a cold and a flu like 2 weeks ago, and so we let her sleep in our bed during that time because she was running a fever, and she's so much easier to have her with us, but normally she sleeps in her crib in her room, and she's been having a hard time adjusting back to that, which normally it shouldn't take a week.
Yeah,
It
no,
should take
not normal.
a night or two, but she has been frequently waking up, and
Sorry, someone just walked by and it startled me.
there have been times, and I've told you this in the past, but a long time ago, where I felt like somebody was talking to me when I was trying to go to sleep.
They're not respecting your boundaries very well. It's fine if they want to come to you for a little bit of assistance, and maybe you imagine that light for them, and you make that, picture that light for them and say, okay, go along. If you feel comfortable helping them in that way. But if it's the wrong time of day and you're trying to sleep, you can tell them, no. Just like you would tell your child, like, no, go back to bed, same thing. You've got to set these boundaries for these dead people, because they don't know the time of day. They don't have a watch like, oh, well, it's, 1:30 whatever. They don't see it that way. They just see your light and they're like, oh, finally, and they're relieved. And so this is one of those lifelong battle that type of things where the only way you can get through it is learning how to manage and stay in your bubble. And so that aura protection document and that grounding document that I send you, that needs to be woven into the daily routine.
I agree. You know, my energy has been low for so many years.
Yeah, they're just siphoning you.
Right.
You're
Even
just
during
a
the day,
Energizer Bunny battery.
In general,
yeah.
do that. So.
Yeah. But it's the joy of being an empath. You know, you can't go to restaurants, malls, theaters, anywhere without feeling sucked.
Everybody else's.
You feel all their emotions, all their happiness, sadness, everything, and then when you're getting in the car, you're sucked dry. It's like, you know, just every last bit of moisture of your soul has been sucked out because you've given it away to every person you've encountered.
Right.
So I have really, really, really had to learn over time the strict protocol of how to protect myself. And, you know, I carry some rocks and crystals and a little bit of the mumbo and the jumbo. You know,
We've got lots of rocks up there, and we've got lots of crystals.
Rocks are good. Rocks are good.
But I wanted to comment on and I don't know if this is related whatsoever, because it may or may not be, but it is relevant. So when you're talking about things looking like lightning bolts.
Yes.
So I recently having some health issues with my heart.
Oh.
Which, you know, I mean.
Yeah, like the electrical, the electrical impulses.
Yeah, actually, I have to see an electrophysiologist for ablation because I have constant PVCs, so it's constant.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's interesting though.
Yeah.
But some of that may be connected to the fact that there's too much spiritual malarkey going on. And if there is some sort of like portally type of thing going on, it can be. It's you do need to see a doctor and, you know, get your regular health stuff taken care of. But paranormal activity can exacerbate normal medical issues too, and it can make it 10 times as bad. You know, where something, I can manage that, a couple of medications, do this, great. You've got, you know, Grand Central Station of the Dead.
Yeah. It's
hard to manage your health. So.
And I experienced the EMF that seemed to be following me as soon as we broke up the meters.
Yeah. There's also this older gentleman that seems to be interested in the woman for some reason. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they were married or if it's a brother. There's this older man. Well, I guess we'll do a little bit of a walkthrough and wander
around a little bit.
And you guys can wander and validate with us, whatever.
Sure.
Oh, I feel dizzy in here. I feel off balance.
Yeah.
I feel swirly and dizzy. Almost a different air pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And and there is a different older woman that comes into here. Not the robe lady does too, but there's this different older woman that stands right here. And I get a lot of abdominal pain with her, a lot of abdominal discomfort, and something like either sciatic or like leg or hip issue. And she kind of is just watching and checking and watching. And I don't think she means any harm, but her energy is just very like, let me look, let me check. Very meticulous, very protective. But the pressure in here is swirly. Okay, so when it comes time to bless the space, if you just open everything and then I'll...
Sure, absolutely.
Cool.
I'll hit everything.
Do you feel anything in the hallway that going through there to go into the bedroom?
I felt almost sucked into the floor.
Yeah.
Like a quicksand feeling is kind of what I felt. So I don't know if that's where energy is leaking, but I feel like I'm sinking into the floor in there. That's why I kind of like tootled through. I was like, I don't want to sink today. Not in the mood.
So I was picking up high static and high EMF in that hallway, and it feels weird.
As far as anything you store in here, are there any heirlooms or antiques or anything in that room?
Oh dear.
That room?
Not really antiques or heirlooms?
Or anything that belonged to any dead people.
There's some of my mom's jewelry in there.
Okay.
Okay.
There's 2 pieces in particular that, and I don't know if this has any relevance, but she specifically wanted Lila to have them. They're very expensive, very safe. That's the
That
only thing I can think of.
because I've been told that she's drawn to something in that room.
That's
there's
my
all
mom
the-
right there, by the way.
Oh, okay.
There's
Okay.
And I'm guessing that the person that you were saying is over the crib is probably my mom.
Okay.
Because she did have a gallbladder
Oh.
infection, and she became septic, and then she had to fight for her life for 45 days. Unfortunately, with all the different rounds of antibiotics, she came out of it, looked like she was going to live, and then one bacteria got her, but they'd used so many regimens of
Yeah, you couldn't do anything. Because it
antibiotics.
felt very uncomfortable in the
Well,
abdomen. It hurt quite a bit.
She
Yes.
did have sciatica as well.
Oh, did
Yeah.
she?
Mm-hmm. But I also had a really hard experience giving birth. I mean, you said older, but giving birth to Ava.
Mm.
A C-section went
Oh.
very, very wrong.
But you're not dead.
No.
Yeah. Thank
No,
God.
True.
You
but
are alive.
it
And,
could
I
be
can.
compounded
Yeah.
energy, and I also have sciatica. So that's,
Okay, so I could living people's energy, of course. I mean, that's part of it. So I could have been picking up on both your living residual energy onto the space, and then her, because I felt an older lady just literally staring at, and just tending to her, and like looking at her, and kind of just being very sweet, very, but it's like she like kind of posts up in there. That's where she wants to be, just taking care of her. So
We've heard voices in there, and the baby monitor
It's
actually
fun.
talked to.
We talked about that.
Yeah, at night when you're sleeping, that's great.
that's
Makes
a
you
little
feel-
creepy.
Makes you feel really good. You're like, somebody's in my house in my daughter's
Yeah,
room.
I've often wondered. I think she's having conversations with somebody.
Could be grandma.
Yeah.
So, if she's a little bit spiritually sensitive and like you, she could be also picking up some of the other wandering spirits that are coming through that are drawn because they're drawn to your light. Yeah, the pressure is a lot heavier now in here, and right in this low part of my back. Just it feels like the muscles are twisted into like knots, and they're like it's very tight in the back. My ears ring in here. It's very loud, energetically in here.
Mine too.
It's almost unbearably loud. Then I feel like movement. I feel like something moves in here. Something's being moved. There's a movement of some kind. Something's getting jostled or moved. And startling. I feel that older male again. He's a little bit broader in the shoulders, and kind of grayish hair, and he's very handy fellow, real, and his hands feel rough. His hands feel rough. He's able to fix things, like a very handy sort of fellow. He seemed to have something going on with his throat. Difficulty in the throat and the upper chest, this whole region. I feel a little uncomfortable. Simple man, but like just that simple, good, hardworking values, like just straight-laced type of individual. I don't know who he is though. I also feel a little asthmatic. Somebody's having a little trouble like breathing. I feel a little asthmatic in the space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just have this feeling of like being lunged over. I feel like there's somebody that keeps just standing and toggles back and forth and watches and stands and watches.
What's right to your lower left?
Lower left?
Yeah.
Energy-wise, you mean?
Yeah.
I can only see the color. All I see is blue.
For a minute there, they had a facial recognition lock right about where your hand is.
Well, there are those younger spirits that are running through here, and I can't figure out who they are. They may just be attracted to the space, and we might need to help them. I'm not sure who they are yet.
Yeah.
Definitely one of them's male, for sure, and I'm not sure about the other one yet. There's also another female in the space that she's very proper and just poised. She's a very poised soul, and she was very annoyed with not having control of a few things at the end, but she's just so prim and proper, and just the clothes and the makeup and the hair and the perfume, and she likes things just so. Yeah, I'm trying to figure her out. But like her earrings are just all perfect. Very neat lady. I don't know who she is. That's the fun thing with the dead. They don't always tell me who they are. They just give me. It literally is Pictionary. You could tell me anything you want.
I just heard a child's voice. That's why I threw the Tascam on.
Oh. Wasn't that nice? I'm trying to figure out these two kids. There's two of them. There's a pair of them. They're almost the same age, I think. And they're just playing and having a good time.
Pretty sure he said mom.
Okay. Well, maybe...
He's looking for his mom.
Maybe he'll talk on this, or he'll talk on the spirit box.
Yeah,
Because I think the other one might be a girl, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Maybe it was sort of... Something went wrong. Something went wrong with it. It went wrong. It wasn't time. Something went wrong with these two. All of a sudden they're gone. Makes my hands tingle. Where did they go? Oh, they like to move stuff around the house. They said they like to.
The other one's done that.
They like to move things because they think it's fun. And they play a lot. They're very playful little souls. Very sweet. You guys can touch any. We got a little meter there. You guys can touch.
Yeah.
If you want to. It's kind of funny. Like, is it okay? Are you sure? Like, it's very cute. They're like very hesitant about this.
They're from a different decade.
Maybe. I'm not
sure which decade yet.
I'm not actually quite sure. I'm not quite sure yet about that.
Okay.
I can't quite. I'm getting a very ambiguous energy from them.
Okay.
What they're trying to reveal and what they're not willing to reveal. Do you see people in the bathroom?
We see people walking from the bathroom, like out, just out.
Because I kept seeing something coming like out of the shower and popping. I'm like, what's happening?
I just don't take a shower at the same time as me. That's all
right.
I'm saying. Like, just.
And there's no vent above it.
Not right about it. No, there's not. Can you stop that, please, real quick? I didn't say change the frequency. Can you step away from it? It's okay. That's good. Good job. Do you come out of the closet? That's what I want to know. Mind if I go look into the shower here? I think I better bless the shower.
The air's going under the bed, not on top of it.
I think the shower needs to be blessed.
Okay, cool.
I think it might open to
portal number 2? I'm pretty sure the hallway's a portal.
Yeah, it feels semi-quasi-portally. It's weird. I think that one's more of a stable portal.
Okay.
Opened.
I'll take a look at. Oh, that's interesting.
I think that one's stable and opened by Mom. I don't know what that is. That's a problem.
Okay.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
All right.
Weird.
Can you turn that off if one of the spirits is doing that? Could you turn it off for me, please? just to show that it is intelligent. Would you go ahead and turn that off for me? Thank you.
Thank you.
And just to confirm, go ahead and turn it on for me again now.
They're like, yeah, dude, I'm not your sideshow.
Oh, no, they're done.
Those are pretty. Ooh.
Starry Night, I know, I saw that.
Hang on a minute.
That's one of our favorites.
My daughter did that.
That's beautiful.
Most of the paintings all but one are either my mom or my daughter.
Very
I
talented.
can't really tell which one.
They agree.
Delay reaction, huh?
Oh.
He'll make it go off when you feel like making it go off.
Yay. Exactly. I'll take this into the shop.
Yeah.
Hey! Well, at least you know how to use it. That's good.
Well, I'll hit this with some other meters for some other validation as well. Any EMF on the kit too?
No. Hey!
And I don't know if you want to know this or not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. But very prim and proper and particular, like earrings,
Yes,
everything is perfect. Makeup, hair, everything.
Yeah.
Fine jewelry, the whole nine. Yeah, that's my mom too.
Okay.
Just so you
Oh.
know.
Okay.
So she's just following me around the house.
Yeah, I have a feeling that because I know that Lila has seen her at least twice.
Okay.
And my mom actually spoke to her. So
Okay.
intelligent, very prim, proper.
Yeah.
She actually she could have a really good time
sense
at
of
the same
humor.
time.
No, yeah, she seemed
Yeah.
fun and sweet and, you know, and jovial, but my God, it had to be just
Perfection.
so...
Everything
almost
perfect.
OCD, just a
Yes.
little bit, you know. As
A
meticulous
bean
and-
can't be sideways.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, so I'm just picking up mom is strong as all.
I have
That's-
a feeling. Loved her earrings.
Yeah, I know. You know, she was just like really proud. She's like, look at them. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
And
She agrees.
And my dad doted on her, so she did have a lot of jewelry.
Okay.
A lot.
Well, maybe, you know, she'll help us with the blessing too.
What we as Spirit can do is cross over the ones that need to be crossed over if there's any that are stuck. And just protect the place, validate, of course, and close those two portals, I'm thinking.
For God's sake. Yeah. Though that might help slow things down a little
Don't
bit.
know how they got open, but they need to be closed, yeah, so that's easy enough.
Somebody on multiple occasions, there's 2 seats in that shower.
Mm-hmm.
Probably since I've lived here, maybe a dozen times, or actually since Lila lived here, I should say. Somebody takes all the shampoo bottles and throws them on the floor all at once. So they all hit the ground at once.
Wow.
It's usually in the middle of the night.
That's happened to you. I haven't.
That's like an attention getting
You
thing.
actually have been here, and you may have not woken up, but
Yeah.
many times I have to get up in the morning and put all
Put
the
'em all
bottles
back.
down. Thing, of course, there's 1 on my side and 30 on Lila's side.
like most.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's quite
Yeah.
normal. Mom agrees.
All right.
The women must just...
This closet's interesting to me.
Get in the closet.
I don't think there's a portal in there, but it's like one of them stands in there.
Yeah, I feel actually pretty stable in here.
Yeah, okay.
I don't feel bad in here, except for being followed around by one of them.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I believe you. There's somebody always in here. Messing with stuff. Because I hear things and I feel and hear things in the kitchen. That's what I'm feeling right now. You see somebody in here. You feel somebody in here. You hear little tinkering things in here. Somebody's in here messing with stuff. Is that something that you...
We have had
Okay.
our gas burn
So,
turn on.
I was sitting.
Oh, no.
Okay. So
Wow.
I was sitting on the couch.
That's not good.
And this is a pretty distinctive sound, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
You know what that is. That's the lighter,
I
yeah.
jump up.
And you got the little child
Yeah,
safety thing.
I jump up and run in here. It's not on, but the clicking is going.
Wow.
And by the time I get in
my
here,
God.
it's stopped.
We
But
both
that's
have that.
that sound is so unique.
Yeah, you know what it is immediately.
Right. It's of course why I jumped up. I'm like, I was by myself at
What's
the first time
happening?
that happened to me. So
Yeah. So I stopped there and I felt it was like somebody stands here and messes with stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hearing stuff right around
yeah,
here.
Melissa, I wanted to ask you about something too.
Sure.
This is one I can't really explain away. One night I got done. I do most of the cooking. I just got done with dinner. I cleaned the counters and we stepped outside to have a cigarette. We were out for maybe 2 minutes. This counter was still wet, and there was not the clutter here at the time. We came back in. Right about here is a light bulb just sitting there. Okay?
Huh.
This is a light bulb that we thought that was very old, probably maybe from the 20s or 30s or something
Oh,
like that.
interesting.
It was not something that was part of what was in my home,
Mm-hmm.
and it showed up out of nowhere, and it's just sitting right there by itself. And I said to Lila, I go, "Where'd that come from?" And she goes, "Well, I don't know." And our light bulbs are kept in that cabinet up there. And you have to actually, Brent could do it without getting on a chair.
Yeah.
I have to get in a chair to actually open that up
Yeah.
and get a light bulb out.
And they're not those kind of light bulbs.
Not even anything remotely like
Because what
that.
I'm hearing is that the older male that likes to fix things, I think that he used to have a handyman sort of role. I think he might have accidentally A-ported and dropped a light bulb off.
Yeah, I actually took the light bulb
It's a
out.
weird theory, but it's what I feel.
It's a heck of an A-port.
I got a little bit freaked out by that one, to be honest.
That is a little weird.
And I picked it up, I took it, and I threw it outside in the trash.
Yeah.
You're like,
Because
oh,
it came from nowhere.
well, it came from another place, time,
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't necessarily belong here. It was not like that guy could put it in any of the
No,
outlets
it
here,
wouldn't
so-
even- we were just like, what is this?
I kept saying to them all night long,
weird.
where did that light bulb
Right.
come from?
I'd love to have seen a picture of it. It was probably...
How?
I wish
I
we
can-
would have taken a picture of it.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got so many. We have pictures of orbs at different times of the day.
Sure,
different
I believe that.
Like,
yeah.
because we were looking at doing this years ago.
I still just can't explain that one away. And,
Well,
that one always
that's
sticks
a
in my
little
head.
Yeah, it would.
It's A-porting is it's sort of a controversial phenomena. Some people don't think it's a thing. Some people believe in it. There's a lot of different ways you can look at it. But energy, I mean, it just vibrates at different planes, at different levels. And there's even theories about, well, what if we're all just vibrating on different
planes.
different layers at the same exact time and accidentally intersect once in a while?
Mhm.
This particular male spirit, I think he was literally in his own time doing some work, and then he popped it back into here and left his damn light bulb.
2 days after that, he's going, where's that darn light bulb?
I can't find it. I know I have the light bulb.
And when I talk about the one with the light bulb, for some reason for me, it's just something I can't explain.
No, especially if it was from another
Out
time.
of nowhere. And like I said, the counter was still wet.
What about the microwave plate?
You got problems with the microwave too, do you?
Okay. She was talking to one of her family members who had recently passed on.
Okay.
And she says to her basically, if you could just show me a sign that you can hear me. Our microwave was not on, yet the plate inside exploded and turned to powder.
I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
jeez.
The glass
I'm
itself,
not even joking. And this
we had to pick up the
stuff,
microwave and throw it away.
Wow.
Because it was useless.
Yeah.
It wasn't on. It
Wasn't running.
I was really angry at this person because this person committed suicide, and there was a lot of issues surrounding that. This person was not a good person in life, or pretended to be, and then ended up not. Kind of like
Yeah.
what you see on like
Well,
Dateline on ID.
yeah.
A killer,
Very troubled
But-
soul.
very,
Yes.
very
Yeah.
troubled. And it
Okay.
blew up as I was talking.
And then I said to Lila right then, when it happened, the glass exploded. I opened it up and it's literally powder in there.
There,
Jeez.
And I said to
couldn't
Lila, I
even-
go,
Yeah, you
Stop
got
talking
into
to
the
her.
mechanism and
I
everything.
did. I
Stop.
did immediately because
Yeah.
that's sort of the living daylight. I mean, but I didn't feel her around, didn't see her. But I guess because she was family, of course.
And
Couldn't
that,
see
and
my
she
own.
was working through, if she had died in some tragic way, she was still probably working through some of the darkness. And so, hopefully she's finished that process and just continued just to leave and do what she needed to do.
Yeah.
But at the time, she was probably still in a bad, space spiritually, and her energy just compounded and caused a reaction. So, it happens, But if you are engaging with spirits, if you do get a little bit intense with them, that can feed their intensity. So you have to be careful how you interact with them too. if you want to express that you're disappointed in a spirit, you can, but fear and anger have no place in dealing with the dead, because that only magnifies things in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So interacting with them, saying, okay, you can be firm. You can set a boundary. You can say, no, we don't do this in this house. You don't conduct yourself like this here. You're not welcome here. Whatever you need to say to the certain spirits that aren't supposed to be here. But you don't want to approach them with anger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I was shouting actually.
Yeah. It just intensified the reaction. How were you supposed to know? You were upset. So.
We had to buy a new microwave.
Well, it happens. It happens. Mm-hmm. You know, the dead can be rather boisterous. My ears are ringing again here too.
Pretty much throughout the whole place.
Yeah, I'm just having ear ringing everywhere I go now.
What does that mean, Melissa?
For me, it means that spiritual energy is really close. I'm feeling their vibration and hearing. Sometimes they're talking to me, or some of them just feeling them really close to me. Because I get it, it's like a bing, and it just like it keeps going and going and going and going. So I hear that a lot, especially in heavily active houses.
Yeah.
This being one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's that frequency change between they're changing their vibration to communicate with me, and I have to elevate my vibration to communicate with them. And so I think that's what causes a lot of my physical sensations, the ear stuff, all of these things that are happening, I think are because of the vibrational change. That's kind of how I feel about it. Ooh, that's an intense set of energy in the space. There's more dead.
Yeah.
There's more, and I can't sort them all out. There's too many of them to sort out. So here's how I'm feeling about it. So we've got the one older male that wants to fix everything. We've got your mom that is just having a grand old time. We've got the other older lady that is just, kind of wandering here and just doesn't want to leave for some reason or another. I feel the younger, smaller spirits. I feel
two of the children.
Yeah, 2 children.
Right.
I feel a man in his 40s wandering around that just, I don't know what he's doing, but he's just like, you don't see me, do you? And he walks off. Then I've got this female that's probably, I don't know, under 30 that's, kind of getting a little bit like, oh, I'm just looking for help. I'm looking for the bus. That is what she actually told me. I'm like, I'll find you the bus.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And they're just all kind of, it's like this confluence, and it's almost, I can see why you called. It's a little too much. It's fine if you have a couple of family spirits roaming around helping you out. That's cool. This is just a little more than, a little more necessary.
Yeah,
We've seen a man
I don't
in here
freak out.
too.
Oh, you have?
She has.
To talk about. Yeah.
She's seen the man.
I was laying down in bed.
Okay.
And it was like afternoon. I was like, are you listening? I don't, either way, I was like really relaxed, really comfortable. And usually when I have spirits, I get anxiety or they'll catch me completely off guard. Like driving.
Yeah.
Walking across the street.
Oh, that's really fun when you run through them.
I literally had to pull over my car one time because I just hit somebody and there was nobody there. But I was laying down in bed.
Isn't that great when you see them on the street and then they disappear in front of you?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it was really cool. And it was,
I've had that
I
happen.
want to say it was like maybe 5 o'clock in the evening, and I was just laying on top of the bed watching TV, and a guy about 45 to 50
Wow, it's in there.
was standing right here between the awning, and I couldn't see his face, but I could see his body. And he was wearing like a white t-shirt, like from the 50s with the rolled up sleeves and blue jeans.
Yeah.
And he had broad shoulders. And
Oh,
he was husky built. He was probably like 5'10" husky built, maybe 6 feet, but didn't say anything to me. And I just said out loud, I just said, I'm not, kind of what you said, working today.
I'm not on duty,
and
thanks.
he just, like, he was just gone. There was no movement. But it was weird. It was like he was hiding behind there. Like,
so that matches up kind of with what I felt.
Yeah, I just thought of something I didn't really realize.
Sure.
So my grandfather, my mom's father, was an electrician.
Oh.
And he did a lot of the wiring in like the original San Francisco airport terminal.
Oh wow.
And I actually have some of his tools, but I have an ashtray that he made out of onyx that's a light bulb too. That was passed on to me.
Oh, wow.
The green one. And then it just dawned on me that maybe he's the one that put the light bulb on there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could very well be. I mean, he just seems like a
He can do
very
anything.
very
His
handy,
hands.
fixie,
Anything.
take care of anything type of dude. But just kind of, not a lot of pomp and circumstance about him. He just good, hard worker, just get stuff done. Real man's man, good guy.
Yeah.
Is what I feel. So
Just a possibility. I don't
no,
know.
I mean,
when I thought about the light bulb and the handyman kind of thing, he could do anything. Literally fix anything.
every person's going to be different the way they gather information. I literally just get all these little flashcards, images, and just they're all thrown at me, and I have to sit there and try to sort through them. And then sometimes I can focus in on one spirit and just listen to what they have to present, what they want to show me, all that kind of stuff. But with so much of a confluence in here, that's why I keep getting all this pulled in all these different directions. It's like rapid fire. So what I do is I just feel what I feel, and then I dump the information onto you. And then, if it makes sense to you, if it is relevant to somebody or some experience you've had or a relative that makes sense, then that's perfect. I like to hear when they connect for you, because I don't know what it all means. I'm seeing these abstract images. These aren't people that are known to me, so I'm just kind of gathering the little bit of information.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it too. It's not always.
It's not always streamlined.
No, for me. It's never streamlined.
Yeah.
It just happens in the middle of. I'll be
Whenever.
having conversations with people, and I'm like, "There's another person here, and they're solid to me, solid form, but I know that they're not.
They're not really
I
there.
just energetically know that they're not there. Yeah, it's just really weird. But I will say, I want to tell you at some point, unless you pick up on it, that you may, but there was something else that I saw that was pretty strange. So I don't know. Let me know what you're.
Yeah, let me just kind of
ask you.
let me kind of feel it out and a little bit. I'll break out a couple of meters.
Yeah.
And as I do a meter walkthrough, I'll see if I pick up any more energy, and then you can share after that.
Just let me know when.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
know you got stuff to do, and that's why you're here.
Absolutely.
But
I'm grateful for it.
part of why we're here too is to listen to your stories, to educate you, to empower you, to facilitate you being in control of your space. So every bit of this is important. Yes, documenting it is key, but it's key to getting your resolution.
Yep.
That's all we care about, is if at the end of the day you feel a little bit more in control, you feel a little bit happier, you feel a little bit more kind of just calm in your own space. I mean, you're never going to be paranormal free. That is abundantly clear. Not with as big of a lighthouse as you are. I mean, your aura is amazing. The colors that are coming out of it. I mean, it's beautiful and phenomenal. But I also see this exhaustion, and it's like this fight. Like you're a beautiful beacon of light, but my God, you're way down. Like I see almost like all these weights being hung off your body. Like you're just being dragged down and just weighted down. And so what we want to do is make it so you can be a little lighter. Yeah, you're always going to see the dead people. Congratulations, you won the lottery on that one.